Welcome to Northwynd 2, episode 32, the second epilogue episode of the series, 5 years after the series originally ended. So I've been soloing some of the older legendary raids on this character just to demonstrate that even on an older build that's 5 years out of date, that the gear, even for its time, was substandard. This is a character I haven't touched for 5 years on a different server that I don't play on, a character that I just made for a video project that I did all those years ago, and just had whatever I could find over the course of a couple of lives. And I showed that gear in the last episode. And still level 30 here, still don't have my epic destinies activated to put myself at a disadvantage, to show you that even without the greatest gear, even with only being level 30, even without the past lives and without Reaper points to speak of, that these raids are soloable on even a character like this. Now, if you have the past lives and you have the Reaper points and you have the gear and you have a better build, well, it's going to go even easier. But I'm putting myself at a disadvantage just to show you that even without all of that, you can do it. It's not the gear and the past lives and all that stuff that allows you to do a solo raid like this one. It's the fact that this raid was made 10 years ago during an era gone by, that when you take a modern geared up toon on a modern build with modern epic destinies, etc., you're rocking numbers that are so far beyond what these decade-old raids were designed to go up against. Now, these episodes are not raid tutorials. If you're interested in raid tutorials, I have videos, teaching raid videos for every raid in the game. And I'll put a link in the video description. Me and my guild, the High Lords of Malkier, for over a decade now, have been hosting special teaching raid events, teaching new players how to raid. And we do that every winter and spring, every Saturday. And we live stream it on DDO Stream, DDO's official Twitch channel. In fact, if you're on Sarlona, we still got about 6 or 7 weeks of teaching raids left for the 2024 season. If you're not on Sarlona, you can watch it on DDO Stream every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, or you can check out the link to past teaching raid videos that I have that I'll put in this video description. At one point, the video will jump ahead when I enter the end fight, because in my first attempt at beating down the boss, I got him down to about 10% health, and then I got flung off the mountain, and by the time I got back up, the boss had regenerated to full. So then I had to go find a shrine to get my mana back and then go back into the end fight. And so you're seeing the second boss beat down here. But if you want to see the original uncut highlight from the live stream, I do have that on my Twitch channel, and I'll put a link to it in this video description. If you have questions about any of the episodes of this series, you can always stop by the live stream. Always happy to answer viewer questions about all things DDO. I stream every weekday on my channel, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. I also went through and edited the links in every episode of this series, and it includes a companion post. The old build post is there too. I don't update it anymore, but it's there for reference. And here, every one of the episodes is listed. Some gear that I made sure to get before I started this second series, and everything I did starting at day one. This is a daily journal, starting from low B gearing and building wealth to some essentials, healing, what I did at level 1, the quests that I did, talking about gear that I farmed out along the way, other important, just lots of important stuff along the way, which is specifically designed to help new players get up to speed. And then this is the old forums, just in case you're a little bit newer and you weren't around for the old forums. So a lot of these links, aren't going to work. Like if you click here to the next post, it doesn't want to work, but you can just page over here, and then the journal does continue all the way to the end of the life, where I talk about things you can do once you hit level cap. If you enjoy the build and you want to continue pursuing that, or some favor rewards you can continue to try to get if you're going to stay at cap. Some of this information is out of date, but a lot of it is going to be perennial, and talk about past life acquisition and videos about reincarnating and so on. All right, please enjoy Northwynd soloing Legendary Normal Tempest Spine. let's give it a try. I really don't know if I can do this. This is literally my first time trying on this toon. I pulled off the solo very easily on Gingerspyce, but Gingerspyce is a DPS build now. Can this 5-year-old version that's not well geared, etc., 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 pulled off the solo in legendary normal Tempest Mine? I don't know. This is an experiment. We're just doing science here, folks. Science! Thank you, Magnus Pike. He gets so excited whenever we do science. I'm gonna go ahead and park my wolf. And we are gonna do this. Drink a potion of spell power. I'm using a Game Genie cheat code to get this done. You see, you just got to plug the Game Genie into your computer first, and then plug DDO into the Game Genie, and then you enter the God Mode code, and you can solo all these raids. Well, I made it into the mountain. Okay, so I work best in volume to be efficient, so I'm not zerging. I'm kiting mobs together. Okay, we're slowed down because of alert. So let's do this. Pop down the earthquake. Oh crap! Damn it! I changed my hotkeys for my arrows. That was supposed to be in my camera. I gotta change it back. Ah, now my camera's fixed and I hate it. Do I not even have ice flowers loaded up? Okay, I do. I'm gonna change that. Put ice flowers in there. I come in here on Ginger, which is a DPS build, and you know, modern geared and stuff, and it's just you blow all this stuff up instantly. But this is a low DPS build, so it takes time to beat this stuff down. Okay, this is the intelligence rune. So we are going to put on, I got an intelligence 13 helm. There's profane 1. Where am I at? 31. Yugoloth potion. And remnant potion. Boom. There's our 35 threshold. Excellent. I love it when a plan comes together. Alright, yeah, I gotta change my hotkeys before this drives me crazy. I'm so used to moving my camera around. Okay, good. Now we fixed the hotkeys for the camera. Good to go. All right, so if you've never soloed Legendary Tempest Mine before, what you need to do is make sure you kill fire and ice, the fire reaver and the ice flenser at the same time. that can be a little bit tricky if you're soloing and you don't realize that, or you don't know how to do it. All you got to do is pull back the ice flenser. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit the ice flenser. There he is, and we're just going to pull him back to the intersection. Okay, there's the ice flenser following us, along with method buddies. You got about a 30-second window. I don't know exactly the window length. It's about 30 seconds to kill them both. So it's not exactly the same time. But in any event, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with some spells. You can drag him down here, and then you got to kill the Fire Reaver. Fire Reaver is dead because he doesn't like cold spells, and the flame, or the frost flenser is dead too. It died from dots. Bada bing, bada boom. We just finished fire and ice. That's all we got to do. Except now we're gonna have a bunch of trash from both the fire and ice area, but that's okay. We're gonna give him the old earthquake action. Now, if you're not familiar with this build, it is, you know, it was what I called my caster healer quasi tank build, a build that I absolutely loved playing up until, you know, I don't know, about a year ago I stopped playing it because both my main toons were done getting past lives and at cap, and I didn't need two hybrid caster tanks at cap, so I decided to keep Voodoo as my tank and convert Ginger to a pure DC DPS caster. And I do not have that build posted. It's very similar to another build in the Druid forum called the Druid's Influence build. It's not identical, but it is very similar. The feat choices are virtually identical, although that build is the gear is definitely more optimized than what I'm doing. And I'm using Exalted Angel for wings instead of Primal Avatar, which would be the more optimal choice. I'm also doing Deep Gnome for the extra wisdom instead of Dragonborn for the extra cold spell power and caster levels. Dragonborn, definitely the optimum choice, but, you know, I don't give a crap about being optimum. My choice for Deep Gnome was over Dragonborn was cosmetic. Well, the post is still there. You know, there's still a link on the front page of my Twitch channel for the old post, but yeah, I'm not updating it anymore. Wild West was, good morning and welcome. We're doing a little bit of science to see if this first lifer from 5 years ago can solo legendary Tempest Spine. I really don't know if I can do it. Yeah, I don't know how this boss fight's gonna go. It's the first time I've ever tried it on this character. It's easy to solo on, like, you know, Gingerspyce, for example. But on this toon, I don't know. First time I'm trying it. I guess I'll clear this room so I can get the shrine so I can walk into the end fight with maximum spell pointage. Alright, the wolf has the strength, no problem. Normally I would just run by this room. As soon as you kill the giant, the gate comes up and you can just keep going. But I wanna have safe access to this shrine, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear out this room because I want to walk into the end fight with maximum spell points. Because I'm a low DPS build. This was meant to be more of a tank. But this raid is 9 years old, you know, and it just doesn't stack up to today's standards. So, you know, it's just not hard. And I'm trying to demonstrate to folks that, you know, you can too, because that's the moral of the story. It's one of the most important morals of the story to all of my content. I don't make content to show you what I can do. I make content to show you what you can do. You know, so if I can come in here on a 5-year-old toon that's low DPS build, that doesn't even have epic destinies activated, that's still level 30, whose gear wasn't even optimized for 5 years ago, who doesn't have past lives, well then surely you can do it on your modern build. We're gonna go ahead and kill the beholder. I'm going to put on spell absorption so that I don't lose my buffs. Salt Ray stuns him. Man, just beating down this beholder's taking a long time. I'm really worried about my DPS against the boss. And I'm out of mana. It's okay, I've got... Oops, I did not want to drink that. I meant to use that. Ring of Spell... Epic Ring of Spell Storing. I had the ingredients to make one of those on this character. See, I might not have enough DPS to kill the boss. We'll see. Might have to dump my whole blue bar on him, or it might not be enough. All raids are soloable. Except for Von 5 hasn't been soloed. That one may technically not be able to... I'm going to go ahead and say that one technically cannot be soloed. So what we really need to talk about is what are the more soloable raids? What are the, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're wondering about specific raids, I can answer that and we can talk about how to solo them. I probably soloed about half the raids in the game. Maybe, I'm just guessing. Beast Guitar Gaming, good morning and welcome. Thanks for the raid. Beast Guitar Gaming, party of 4. Your table is ready. Would you like to start with a cup of coffee or a glass of juice? We are still serving breakfast. Today's special is breakfast burritos. I'll get you some menus in your server. We'll be with you shortly. Welcome, Beast Guitar Gaming's viewers. Is gonna die, but I do not want to waste resources trying to heal him. Welcome to the Storm Reaver's Crotch. Alright. Gotta start using the clickies. Now he's standing on me. See, that's what I want. When he flings me up, I want him just straight up. That's why my back's against the wall. Trying not to drink another or use another charge off my trinket. Trying to use SLAs to finish him off. Alright, we did it. Hell yeah. I had to use a few charges off my trinket, my mnemonic trinket, but obviously if I had Epic Destinies activated, I wouldn't have had to, and that would have been a lot easier. So, bada bing, bada boom, there you go. This is a 5-year-old character. It's a time capsule out of 2019, and the gear, you know, I'm on a different server. This is a second life character. The gear that I'm using wasn't even optimal for its day. I mean, I still have heroic gear on. Look, I'm using heroic blur fingered gloves. Freaking level, you know, epic bracers of wind. I mean, this stuff is so outdated. I don't even have my right cloak on. How did that happen? I don't know. In any event, you know, I'm trying to show you guys that, like, especially for those of you who are exclusively soloers, that, you know, these older raids, these older legendary raids are soloable. And for a lot of people who are exclusively soloers out there, they're thinking themselves like, oh, I'm never going to get Threads of Fate, so I can never get those, you know, cool raid filigrees because I can't solo a legendary raid. And I'm here to tell you that you can. You can. These older legendary raids like legendary Tempest Spine, legendary Hound of Zoria, Fire on Thunder Peak, these are highly, highly soloable, because when you take a modern toon into a raid that's 10 years old, your numbers are so far beyond what that raid was designed for. Solo legendary Tempest Spine. You can too. And I hope that some of you will be inspired to try it. And I'm only level 30. I purposely am leaving this toon at level 30 without destinies activated, just to put myself at a disadvantage. There was nothing hard about what I just did. I'm nobody special. I'm just here pressing buttons. You know what I want? I want you guys to see, like, there's a path for you to get Threads of Fate.